Hello, Libra. My name is Sherri Simpson. Hi there. I am your intuitive guide. I am using the Holland's Psychic Tarot deck for your reading. I look forward to bringing you lots of amazing information and wisdom for Libra. And that's our first card, Stand Your Ground. I'm just going to pull all 4 weeks. I'm going to pull 4 cards for every week for the 4 main weeks in August. What does Libra need to know, please? What does Libra need to know? 2 spiritual cards right off the top. Stand Your Ground and Spiritual Strength. Spiritual Strength. What else does Libra need to know for the first week in August, please? Sacral. I was wondering whether the sacral cards would come up for you because I was drawn to pull a lot of orange and brown stones for you before I started. All right, what does Libra need to know for the second week in August, please? Some mental stuff going on. Triumphant success. Ooh, you pull the Universe card. That's like the card that says you got it, you've made it, you can have everything you want. You likely are getting everything you want. It's already here. That's like the best card in every deck. One of the best cards. Heart chakra. What else does Libra need to know, please? Always asking in my head, is it in reverse? Is it this card? Is it that card? So sometimes you'll see me put a card back. It's because I got a no. I just asked if that one was in reverse and got a no. The Destiny card, love that. You got 2 major arcanas, 3 chakra cards. 1 mental, 1 emotional, and 2 spiritual so far. What does Libra need to know for that one? Memories of love. What does Libra need to know? There we go. In reverse, no. Lots of love cards coming out. What does Libra need to know for the 3rd week in August, please? Moving on, some kind of mental pattern is finishing up. What does Libra need to know for the final week in August, please? Not those. Yes to that one. In reverse, spiritual union. You're actually preventing some kind of spiritual union if that's in reverse. Don't worry, we're going to talk about all of these. Authority. Love it. That one feels like a work card for most of you. Know that this is a general reading. It means, triumph, love it. It means that not everything is going to resonate with every person. Know that you can watch this. Here's your last card. You can watch this if your sun, moon, or rising sign is in Libra. All right, so let's take a look at this first week of cards. We have the Stand Your Ground card. Essentially what this feels like is you're coming up against someone or something, and you're going to have to be grounded and stable in your opinions, in your approaches, in your thoughts, so that you're able to really stay inside of your own power and know that you're being supported by the spiritual team of yours as well. But certainly something is coming up where you're going to need to stand your ground at the beginning of August. The next card is Spiritual Strength. You can see that there's a man here that looks like he is definitely some kind of a spiritual man, maybe a monk, some kind of a being that is going inside of himself. But you see that his spirit guide or the spiritual being is supporting him, holding the roof up, larger and bigger than his own energy. What this is telling you is you have help, you have support. There are beings, there are angels, there are guides, there are ascended masters, there are loved ones passed over who have your back. So essentially, if something is coming up for you at the beginning of August in that first week, know that you have the support. So how do you call on them? Literally, you can say, Archangel Michael, come to me now, or Archangel Raphael, come to me now, or loved ones passed over, come to me now. You don't always know whether someone or something or some spirit is with you. I have found that I will feel different when I call different spiritual beings. So essentially, if I call Archangel Michael, a lot of times my hands and my feet will get warm. So essentially, I will call Archangel Michael when I'm out in the forest, when I'm out hiking and I'm cold, because Archangel Michael will warm me up. When I know that there's a lot of spiritual beings around me, the room will get cold. So there's usually some kind of sign. You just need to be paying attention. Everyone's signs will be a little bit different. Next, you have sacral chakra. This is where the womb exists in women. Essentially, this is your birthplace or your creative space. This is also where your closest relationships reside. So if this card is coming up, it tells me that you are creating something or building something, or that you want to be, and you really want to focus on what that is, and you really want to call in your spiritual guidance and access your intuition so that you know how and what to do, how to do this and what to do and why to do it. This, for some of you, could also be tapping into your closest relationship. So if you've been struggling with a relationship, for some of you, it could be a relationship with yourself. But if you've been struggling, you really want to work on that relationship at the beginning of August. Next, we have a Choose Wisely card. This is a heart-based card. Could mean that you have, usually for people, this is a job opportunity that is pulling you in a couple of different directions. Maybe you have several opportunities. Maybe some of you are actually thinking about either going back to work or switching jobs or building or creating your own business. That would make sense with that chakra card as well. If you are creating your own business, there's also lots of different options. So what this says is follow your heart. You have lots of different options. Just make sure that your heart is in the right place. What I'm hearing for some of you is don't do what you feel like you should do or what you feel like society will agree with or your family or friends might agree with. Do what feels right to your heart. If you need to sit down and meditate, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a person here that's meditating on this deck, meditating and feeling into each of these choices. If you really don't know which way to go, absolutely sit down in quiet meditation and go through as if you took every single path. So if there's 5 different options available, you're going to pretend that you take each path in this little visualization that you do, and you're going to figure out which path feels the best, and that's the one you're going to choose. Okay, Libra, let's move into the second week. Triumphant success. When I see these blue cards, what they tell me is that it's about your mind. So these are mental patterns. So what this tells me is that you are triumphantly succeeding over some kind of mind pattern or mental chatter that has previously been plaguing you. So congratulations for doing the work. You are actually coming up successful. As we move through the second week, you got the Universe card. This card essentially means that you can have whatever you want, that what you want is coming, and that some of you will actually have whatever you want manifest in the second week of August. This definitely tells you you are supported, you have lots of options, you can do what you want. What I'm hearing is don't limit yourself, because the universe is unlimited, so you should be unlimited too, and you should be making options that make you feel like you're unlimited. Next, we have the Heart Chakra card. We definitely had the heart come in when you were trying to choose wisely earlier in the month. This can come up for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes we need to clear out the back or front of the chakra. Sometimes we have people who are dragging us away from who we really are, or jobs, or, you know, situations that are really taking us away from our heart. If you come up to that kind of situation or circumstance, you really want to go inside of your heart and really decide what it is that you want to do. The universe card came up, so you can actually do whatever you want. So you really do need to decide what your heart wants to do. And then you need to take action on it. The root chakra card is all about you connecting and grounding to the planet, feeling like you are a part of what is here and you're meant to do whatever you're here to do. This is also you being supported and having all of your basic human needs met. So you have all the food that you need, you have shelter, you have the love that you need, you have the money that you need to function in this world. Doesn't necessarily mean thrive. That is more about what that sacral chakra was about. That's having abundance and even more. But this, you definitely want to know that you can have everything you need on this planet, and you're going to take actions. So the physical card is about actions. It's about doing. It's about changing something and taking the actions. Moving into the third week, you got the Destiny card. I love this card. So when we have the 0, it is about knowing that something new is going to happen. When we have a 1, like this one or the base chakra card, it's about a new beginning. When we are going all the way to the 10, it's about celebration and completion, because we just finished with a 9 and now we're at a 10. So again, it's like we know that another cycle is complete and that we're redoing something. This is leading me to believe, Libra, that there's definitely some kind of choice, because you got the Destiny option here where there's 7 of these different women who are obviously you. Even if you're a man, this is some aspect of yourself. And you had the Choose Wisely card. So there's a lot of choice here. There's a lot of choice this month. There's a lot of you following your heart and really choosing what's going to serve you and how you're going to serve other people in the best way you know how. Definitely there's some purpose and passion stuff here, but this essentially is you knowing that there's multiple ways that you could serve your purpose in this lifetime. You want to choose the one that feels the best, but know that whatever one you choose is going to be right, because that's going to be your destiny because you chose it. So definitely this feels like work or business for many of you. Memories of love. This makes me feel like there is a loved one who has passed over. They are supporting you. They want you to be happy. They want you to follow your purpose. Essentially, you can have a conversation with this person as though they're still here. You definitely have a lot of support and higher guidance, and they would want you to be happy and to be healthy and to be nurtured and to be doing what your heart really wants. Essentially, in the third week of August, we have the Fulfillment of Wishes card. Essentially, what this means is that you're going to get what you want. You're going to have to decide on what that is and be really firm in that decision and really trust that you're going to get it. But yes, you're absolutely going to get it. You're going to have everything that you want. You're going to have flow. You're going to have wonder. You're going to have abundance. You're going to have confidence. This looks really, really good for you, Libra, this month. Next, we had the Moving On card. This one can certainly mean moving on from relationships or jobs. For some of you, that's the case. For many people, this will be about moving on from mental patterns that were beating yourself up, or feeling like you couldn't do stuff, or feeling like stuff wasn't for you. Again, for most of you, this comes back to either creating a business or finding a job that really serves you and serves your purpose. So you're walking away from any of the dark and heavy mind patterns and moving into the light and into the confidence and moving into growing and creating this life that you really want. All right, Libra. This is the Spiritual Union card. It did actually come through in reverse. So this could mean several things in reverse. It could mean that you are that you are beating yourself up, that you're not being very kind to yourself, and therefore your spiritual union, if you found this partner, it's just not going as well as you'd like. For some of you, this could be about really wanting to bring a partner in, and for right now, it's just not the right time. For others of you, this could really be about you focusing in on what a spiritual union is. So if you don't know what that perfect union is like, it's harder for you to bring it in. So this could be about a lack of clarity about what you really want in love. Next, we had authority. You had 2 major arcana cards in a row here. So if this is you, notice that there's this beautiful glowing ring around your head. We always used to see photos of people like Jesus and Mary and the disciples and all of the people in the Bible. They wore these yellow halos. So what this means is that people in the human world can have a spiritual connection. If this is you, you're going to be in your authority, in your spiritual aspect, and in your human aspect. This card is calling you to be in your authority, but to be strong and to be grounded. It's kind of like this very first card that you got that said, stand your ground. In order for you to be in your authority, you need to know who you are and what you represent and what you want. So a lot of deciding and acting on that has happened this month. When you decide and when you act on it and when you connect to source, notice that there's 2 pillars here, so there's a lot of balance in this card, the balance between the spiritual and the physical. When you do that, when you decide, you are going to ride in successful. This is the Triumph card. It means that the strength and the perseverance and the actions that you took are going to make sure they come to fruition. You're going to get what you want. So this month, Passion is Ignited is your last card. What this means is, see that circle again, that circle of power, that circle of spirit, and the fire in your belly. What this tells me is this month you're certainly going to be deciding on something big. You are going to decide, you're going to take some action. Some of it is going to come true this month, and what it feels like is something big is going to happen around November for you. Around between the 3rd and the 4th week for most of you. But it's going to be like someone is setting you on fire in a good way. Like you have this fire in your belly, like you finally have this path, this purpose, this passion. So something has changed and shifted between the beginning of the month of August and the end. All right, that was a very fabulous reading, Libra. I hope that was useful. If you want to access the extended reading, I will share the link below for that so that you can pay the small investment and access the extra extended reading. What will I do with that reading? I am going to pull, using John Holland's Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck, I will pull 1 card for each week as a clarifier. I will then pull a health, a wealth, and a love card, so we get that wisdom. I will also pull a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual card so that you understand that as well. So it's just going to give you way more clarity and information about this month. Thank you very much for your time, Libra. Namaste. I'll see you next month.